that's my first season here, so that's my first show. I'm really excited, you know, the makeup is just amazing, so I'm really happy.
It's gold. I feel absolutely amazing. I feel super strong and kind of futuristic at the same point, which I don't think actually ever designer made me feel like this. I feel like I might be in the future, you know? That's what's gonna happen.
There are different hairstyles today. One is the new introduction of a spiky hair that we introduced already in the men. Then we have natural hair. Then there is a ponytail. Then there is a pullback because they have like gold leaves in their faces that they are integrated also into the hair in some of the ponytail and some of the hair natural. So it's like, it's very exciting. I wanted to see what it looks like in the show now.
I always start with draping. I don't really sketch. I start with walls of old things that I've done in the past, and then I distort them. And I came up with this silhouette that I thought was graceful, like a seahorse. I was thinking of, and you know, as long as the collection was named Sphinx, I was thinking mythology, seahorses. There's something very poetic and very pretty about that. And what woman doesn't want to be shaped like a seahorse, right? And you always think of a Sphinx as completely silent and full of mysterious, full of secrets. And I mean, wouldn't we all love to be Sphinx-like? And it's such a flattering adjective. And it had a touch of exoticism to it. And I've been watching biblical Cecil B. DeMille movies. It was an influence when I was growing up. I know that. I think the Bible was kind of the closest thing to exotica that I could get to when I was a kid in a small town in California, and so I think that always kind of sticks with me. For the graphics, I was inspired by Frank Lloyd Wright taking flower shapes and making them graphic, geometric shapes and kind of distorting them beyond recognition. I mean, you can't tell they're flowers anymore, and that's kind of what I did. We call them blossoms. The gold faces, I was thinking of Mayan deities because Frank Lloyd Wright was inspired by Mayan imagery when he was making some of his buildings. And I assume I have Mayan culture in my background. My mother's Mexican, so I should really I should wallow in this. So I thought I'd kind of follow that thread.
He has a kind of elegance that is completely his own, but very much as part of a couture tradition. You know, everything he does has its roots in, you know, very classic shapes, whether they're trapeze shapes or cocoon shapes or sack dresses, and he just rewrites it for a much more, you know, complicated, hard-edged world.
It's amazing. The makeup, the collection, the show, it's very incredible. I love.
I definitely wear it. I have to say, like, maybe not daily because of the like shiny pieces, but I think in an event, like, I don't know, like nice magazine event, why not there?
The sequins, I've just kind of been meaning to do them for a long time. I mean, I love glitter rock and I love sparkly things, yeah, so I thought, well, let's give it a try and let's experiment, and how do I take something that can border on kitsch, and how can I kind of take it seriously and try and make it a little austere. A lot of gray sequins. I neutralized it as much as possible.
was really kind of a magical show. I loved that he used some glitter, which is really unusual for him. And I thought just the shapes, the draping, the story that the show told was really lovely. And it's so individual, and it's for a very specific customer. But I think he really makes us think about how we define beauty and how we see that, which is really nice for a fashion company to do.
I would say we saw the softer side of Rick with this collection. Rick Owens doing shine and sparkle and maybe his version of evening in a sense. It was actually almost pretty, which is a word that I've never thought I would ever use when I thought about a Rick Owens collection. He is truly one of the great creators in fashion, and I bowed down at the House of Rick.